Afternoon. Before we start with the first program, uh, so let us have one of the review what we have done in the last lab. Okay. Uh, so today this is a program that you have in the lab. You have all 9 programs to be executed. Okay. You have 9 programs to be executed. Yes. Good afternoon, Ajay. I am always first person to give the attendance. So much regular to my class. So let me continue. Uh, so here you have 9 programs to be executed with the mini project you have, and here you have first program is a Bresenham's line drawing algorithm. Today it is a very easy program, hence I don't want to go with the Bresenham's line drawing algorithm. So let me go with one of the simple program. It is a program number 7, design and develop recursively subdividing tetrahedron. Okay, so this is our program, today's program. It is a lab program number is program number 7, design and develop implement recursively subdivide. So there is a concept of recursively subdivision of a tetrahedron. So you know what is a tetrahedron and how does it looks like. So I'll show you that. And we have to write a program in 3-dimensional, taking into consideration 3 coordinate systems for x-axis, y-axis and z-axis. And there is a recursive steps, that is from user point of view, from the console. Once you execute the program should ask you how many number of recursive subdivision you want to do it. Okay, so that will be the one of the objective of the program number of. So before that, the program that you have executed till here, points you have, I have showed you the program on points. See, how did you, this few questions from your side. So how do you come to know that the coordinates that you have represented, that is 10, 10, 180, I have shown you. How is it possible? How is it? So always see, you have to focus on GLU ortho 2D. GLU ortho 2D. So the GLU ortho 2D, you can see what are the values of x min, x max, y min, y max. So x max is 499, y min is 499. So within this range, the coordinate systems have to be represented. So this is one of the major thing there we have to consider. So the way how which you coordinates are being represented. Remember, GLU ortho, first the window size is 500, 500. The window size is 500 at 500. So your ortho 2D is just less than 1 point less than x min, x max, y min, y max. So within this range, we have represented this coordinate system. Take into the consideration, okay, take into the consideration our coordinate systems depends upon the GL ortho 2D functions. Similarly, we have this program, okay, this program hopefully you have executed. So one more program is, right, polygon. You have created a polygon like structure. See, the here the coordinates are minus 0.5, minus 0.5. How is it possible that? So why? Because see here, what is your window size? Though the window size is 500, 500, your orthographical, I have restricted my ortho projection to minus 1, x min, x max, y min, y max, z min, y max, within the restriction of minus 1.0, 1.0. So my coordinate should be, right, my coordinate should be within the range of 1. So when once you write a polygon of this structure, so take into the consideration this is x-axis, this is y-axis, and this is z-axis. So this will be, if you consider this, this will be this is 0.5, 0.5, minus 0.5, minus 0.5. This is a first coordinate, right? So this is a, again, this is a second coordinate. Okay. This is a positive, positive coordinate. And this GL vertex 3F is a third coordinate. As such, there is a thing that you have to consider. And house like a structure, I have again, once again, I have given a program. I have edited your assignment to construct a house like a program using GL polygon. There also you have the same concept. Okay, fine. So let me not waste more time. So the major objective of saying that you should focus while writing these coordinates, you should focus on this. What is my GL ortho? If you have taken this GL ortho within the window size, that is 0 to minus 499, 0 to 499, so the coordinate should be within the that coordinate system. Right, this one more program I've shown you. So one more was a line draw. Here also, in the case of line draw also, you, if you could focus on the GL vertex 3F, right, it is 120, 200, 100, 200. Again, this focus is based on these coordinates are being written within GL ortho 2D. So if you could see what is GL ortho 2D, you could see here. See, it is 0 to 300. It should be within the range of 300, though the window size is 400 to 300. So these things you have to focus programmatical wise, or else you will not be able to display the primitives. Okay. So this concepts why I explained, because many people had that confusion, like how to give the coordinates. So coordinates are based on our first window size. Within the window size, how does the orthographical projection looks like? So after that, you have the coordinate system. So this is the same white rectangle. So GL polygon is drawn. So one modification I did in your assignment was I just modified the structure. You have to create a structure like this. Like you have to create a structure like this using the same program. I just modified it. Try to analyze. So this will be within the range. Okay. The whole, though the window size is 500, 500, my GLU, or since my orthographical projection, my visibility is within 111. Okay, x min, x max, y min. So this range is x min, z min. So almost this range will be maximum is 1. This is -1, +1, -1, right? So similarly, z axis also. So near and far is 1 and -1. Within this range, we have to specify the. Sorry for the interruption. Uh, Fine. Hopefully it is audible, right? Now let me go to the main program, today's program. Today's program is recursively subdivide the tetrahedron to form a 3D Sierpinski gasket. So what is the gasket that we'll see right now? This is a program, what you have. This is a program, what you have. What you have to do is, I'll just circulate this diagram. So this is a top view of a Sierpinski gasket or a tetrahedron. So tetrahedron consists of a 1, 2, 3, 4 vertices, and this is a top view. So once I remember in the offline class, I have explained the strength was less that time. So I had explained how do you analyze these, the Sierpinski gasket. So you have x-axis, y-axis, and z-axis. So near z-axis. So my in the program, given program, my GL ortho is within 2 minus 2 plus 2 minus 2 plus 2 minus 2. That is x mix, x min, x max, y min, y max, z min, z max. Though the window size is 500, 500, I have restricted my orthographic projections, that is weaving angle or weaving projections within 2 minus 2, 2 minus 2. So with respect to that, I'll represent my coordinate system. This is a top view. So the coordinates are A, B, C. Sides of a tetrahedron are A, B, C, A, C, D, A, D, B, and altogether the base is C, D, B. So the base. So 4 faces of a tetrahedron I have analyzed. These are all the axes: x-axis, y-axis, z-axis. Yes. Next, what you do is, this is the top view. X-axis 0, y-axis 0, and is the z-axis is near to it. So I'll take as a nearby 1. Right, the far is will be considered as 0. Okay, so you could see all the other z-axis are 0, 0, 0 far. Okay, remember these are all the far places. I'm not able to unmute it. So hopefully it is audible, all of you. Yes, is it audible? Okay, fine. So let me go fast because again we have a short of time. So I was explaining this GL ortho. So top view as 0, 0, 1. So x-axis 0, y-axis 0, it is nearby point. Similarly, when you think of this one, so it is x-axis 0, y-axis is 1. So z-axis, all these C, D, B are the far points. So far points will be treated as 0, 0, 0. Nearby point is treated as 1. So I said this is a top view of it. So top view means these B, C, D are the far points with respect to the z-axis. A is a near point since you are seeing from the top view. Okay, so the rest of the things you can see, this is a negative x-axis, a negative y-axis, and far place. So again, a positive x-axis, negative x-axis, and negative y-axis and far place. So this will be the concept, and my colors will be, this will be treated as red, that is A B C. Okay, I'll read like this: A B C red, right? Then A D B will be blue, this will be green, and this will be the white. That itself is a major program. Now let us go to the program, all of you. So what you have to do is, so this is a standard you have. Let me go to the main function. So main function, normal, what you have. So main declaration of these arguments, enter the number of divisions, simple printf statements, scanf, enter the number of divisions to be performed. So initialize the OpenGL systems, right? Then you have a display mode. So what type of, I'm using a single, I'm not using two buffers here, over here. You can use a double buffer. Double buffer is not needed because when you have multiple rotation animations, that time change of buffer is needed. As of now, in single buffer, I can work it out. So RJB type of, this is a major declaration as it is. So today I'll use a glut underscore depth. Why do you use a depth buffer? Depth buffer is being used to remove the hidden surface removal. Remember, if the question is being asked, why do you as under glut underscore depth? Because you will see in the output when I do a division, so inner side has to be shown, that the base part of the tetrahedron has to be shown. So window position 0, 0, window size 500, create window 3D gasket. So reshape function. So reshape function is same as if like init function. Init function. So reshape callback function registration. Why do we use reshape? We'll see. Call the display function called display. So since I have used a depth buffer, so enable the depth buffer, use GL underscore depth underscore. Even if you comment it, it will work out. But you will not be able to see the hidden surface removal. That is at the base of a tetrahedron, right? Sorry for the intervention. So I was just explaining you this program. So once you call the display function, so you need to call the four faces of a tetrahedron. Okay. So go to the display function over here. So always you should call these functions in the same way. Okay. So first, let me go to the, so my voice is breaking. Let me disconnect and reconnect. So maybe it is a problem with the network or internet connection. No, is it okay? Is it right now? Okay, let me see. The actually the what is the problem is that net is being disconnected every time, so I have to share it many times the screen. So we'll call the display function. Let me clear. Okay, so gl clear color. So you go with the first the background color. Okay, gl clear color with the background color is white. Okay, the background color is white. Then clear the buffer bit, depth buffer bit. Then you call the function. Okay, this is with respect to the vertices v of 0, v of 1, v of 2, v of 3. So we have a 4 vertices for tetrahedron, and n it is to recursively subdivide the tetrahedron. So v of 0 we have declared this as a over here as an array of elements. You can see. So v of it is a matrix. Okay, single dimensional with the 3 coordinate system. So A, B, C. So same thing what I have shown you on the picture, it is the same. So what I have shown 0, 1, 0, we have stored in an array element. So point V, so it represents the individual points for vertices. So I request all of you just for give me 5 minutes. I'll reconnect with a different connection. Okay, I'll reconnect by a different connection right now. Just give me a time.